And good morning. Started this morning off with a technical issue there, didn't we? Sorry about that. As we begin today, it is 62. How are you? It is Memorial Day. Let's not forget what today is all about. We'll celebrate that today at 10 a.m. at the Lauderdale County Courthouse. Now, I'm sure that each courthouse in neighboring counties will also have this. If you've got that, let us know so we can talk about that during the morning show. We'd like to know more about that so we can pass that information along to everybody. How do you feel? I was telling Odie just a second ago I probably needed an extra cup of coffee or two to start this morning. Sure glad you joined us. Richard Nelson, how are you doing today? We'll see you downtown in a little while. Dot, good morning. Ann Hall joins us. Miss LaWanda is here. It is a good morning to each and every one of you as we begin today. Let's see, 62, a clear sky right now as we glance across. Let's pull up radar and show you just how great it does look this morning as we pull this up. No issues. We got a little bit of fog over there southeast of Birmingham. A lot more as you get into the Carolinas and you get into the East Tennessee and the Kentucky areas and Virginia area. A lot of fog this morning. A few showers back out to our western Oklahoma around Wichita, Kansas as we get into this area right here. Thunderstorm activity there. A little bit down southwestern Texas, Bay City area. A little bit of fog there also this morning. But our area, Mississippi, Alabama, Louisiana, looks to be a great day as we bring in Memorial Day. All right, let's get this started with a good word from the preacher man. Let's head out to Collinsville.
Happy Memorial Day. I hope that at some point during all the fun of this 3-day weekend, you take a moment to remember the meaning of this holiday, which is to honor the memory of all the men and women who died in the service of our United States Armed Forces. May God bless their sacrifice. And now for today's devotional thought. Jesus said that you would know people by their fruit. In other words, what comes out of them will indicate what's in them. If the godly fruit of good works comes out of them, then we can suspect that God is in them and that they're saved. But if ungodly fruit of sinful works comes out of them, then we can suspect that God's not in them and that they're lost. You'll know people by their fruit. Now, Jesus' brother James, he said something very similar in James 1 when he said this. If anyone thinks he's religious and does not bridle his tongue but deceives his heart, this person's religion is worthless. Now, James is focusing in on one type of fruit, the words that come out of our mouth. But he's essentially saying the same thing. The words that come out of our mouth are an indication of the nature of our heart because Jesus also said, out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. So you can claim to be a follower of Jesus, but your words will indicate if that's really true. You see, a true Christian will bridle their tongue or hold back their tongue. Gossiping will be bridled. Lying will be bridled. Cussing, vulgarity, harsh, destructive words will be bridled. And we could go on and on. Listen, I know that bridling your tongue is hard, but by the power of God, may you do so and may your tongue give clear evidence that your Christian faith is real. Change begins in you.
The Change Begins in You is brought to you in part by Piggly Wiggly of Collinsville, Patrick Allen Companies, Mitchell Tire and Wrecker in Collinsville, and Mowdy Cabinetry. Patsy joins us from Clark County. How are you? Jerome, good morning. Mike Moore is up. Memorial Day to you also as well. Deborah, good morning. As we start looking at some of the headlines across America today, tragedy has struck in Iowa. Davenport is what we're seeing here. And let's go down and take a look at this. An apartment building has collapsed. Now, they've rescued 5. There's many more that are unaccounted for as we go to Daily Mail to take a look at these pictures that are coming in this morning. This is the scene of what has happened there. Middle of the building just has failed. Could there be those that have lost their lives? Certainly it could be. As you can see here in this photo, as we pull this up, clothes still hanging of all that's left of a room, a shower. We do hope that everyone is found safely. So far, they have not pulled anybody a loss of life at this point. They have rescued 5. Let's hope that our luck continues on that in Iowa this morning. Davenport is where that is as we start today. Now, TikTok. And we have another major problem. We are hung up again.